The great Mughal Emperor Akbar had amongst his 9 famed advisors a man named Tansen, who was musically inclined and as a creative person not much favored by the bureaucrats amongst the other 9. However, one of the other 9 was Birbal, the sole Hindu advisor to the court of Akbar the Great. And he and Tansen, by and large, got along okay. And so it was that the rest of the Council of 9 decided that they had finally come upon a way of dispensing with these 2 inconvenient hurdles to their bureaucratic world takeover plans. And that was to talk the emperor into once again testing the cleverness of his favorite advisor, Birbal. And the test was, in a sense, fairly commonplace, for it is one that shows up in theatrical presentations so often, where characters are sent off on an embassy to another country, to another king, with secret instructions to have these people executed when they arrive. And the challenge is phrased several different ways when they brought it up with the emperor, but it boiled down to, if you think he's so great, let's see how he gets out of this one. And Akbar acquiesced. He called Tansen and Birbal before him. He said, I am sending you on an embassarial mission to my half-brother, the king of Afghanistan. And you will carry goodwill messages and communications and other odds and ends. And I don't expect it will be a long stay. Now, this was highly unusual, but what could they say? But, why, yes, your Serene Highness, we will go wherever you send us. So, they found themselves on the way to Afghanistan and eventually arrived. And, of course, the king of Afghanistan got the private message saying, please execute these 2 that have come with the message. And since Akbar was his half-brother, he decided he'd go ahead and follow the instructions. And he had the 2 clapped in irons and put in his prison, and informed that when the timing was convenient, their execution would proceed. Now, Tansen was just all gone to pieces. Oh, no, I've got more music to write. I've got more songs to sing. I've got more politics to play with. Why am I here? I don't want to die. And Birbal is like, calm down. We'll get out of this. I have some ideas. We've got to wait until that time. Several days passed, and the guards came and said, okay, this afternoon we're taking you to the king for a final discussion. And then the guard left. And the Birbal turned to Tansen and he said, listen, there's only one way we're going to get out of this. So everything I say and do, you must agree with. I don't care what you think of it. Agree. Support it. Anything I say, you must do this or we are in big trouble. So Tansen reluctantly agreed. And so they were brought before the king of Afghanistan. Do you have any last words before I have you executed? And Birbal said, yes, execute me first. And Tansen looked at him a little wide-eyed. He said, no, execute me first. And Birbal said, I spoke first. I get to be executed first. "What is this about?" said the king. "I don't believe I'm hearing this." And Birbal said, "Well, Your Highness, it's the astrologers back in Akbar's court. The most reliable ones in the world, so far as we know, and they have predicted that whoever you execute first will be reborn as the new king of Afghanistan. And of course, the second will be his wazir." The king looked at him, looked at Birbal, and the very nervous but sincere look on Thompson's face, and he said, "I'm not going to risk it. You guys are going back to Akbar with a message, and I'm washing my hands of this." And he did, and the message was assumedly not polite. But nonetheless, when when Birbal and Thompson walked into the Akbar's court, the other 7 advisors, as you may imagine, were deeply disappointed. But Akbar was happy.